host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real, relevant, and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we are bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. And guess what? We're bringing balance to your house today by having Ken Canion, Coach Ken, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show. Welcome, Coach Ken. How are you today?
Hey, Kim. Glad to be back. I know I'm a friend of the show. So glad to be back in the building. Good to see you these days. Lovely smile. You always brighten my day, for real. When some of these crazy clients, well, all my clients, I love them, but I love them all. But some of them crazy now. But no, for real though, glad to be here.
I'm so glad to have you. And if you all follow the Kim Jacobs Show, then you know that Coach Ken is one of our experts that comes on, and he, every once in a while he'll bump his head and get gone for a little bit too long because he's traveling the world and doing his new thing, right? So I'm like, have you forgotten about the Kim Jacobs Show? What is going on? And then he's like, no, I'm there.
That's right. That's
so
right. When all you have to do is call, ask, text, whatever, anything. You know that. And I do have to tell you about something new I got going on. I'm glad I'm here because I haven't told you. But
okay,
anyway.
Tell me.
So I'm on the show called In the Act, MTV, 4th season, currently playing now. And as a result of the show, I have been always wanted. I have a lot of people I've helped, and a lot of situations they're never black and white. And I'd always keep letters from people, and I'd always want to turn them into a movie series.
Okay.
So I started a production company, and I created my first series. It is going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs around the world. It's called Decisions Are Never Black and White. Okay. And it is based on the letters that I have gotten. And we made them theatrical. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Tubi right now, both of them.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's on Tubi. Now, let me just say this. These are grown folks' issues. These are real live issues.
Right.
And so you haven't seen it yet? Haven't seen them yet?
Well, I saw the intro for it, but I didn't see the actual. I got to download Tubi, but I do see Tubi when I'm going to get my hair done. I'm like, Tubi be a whole trip.
I mean, it's free. And listen, when you see it, Kim, I would like to know.
Okay.
What would you do in episode 1? What would you do?
I gotta write this down. Okay. So in episode 1, what would I do? Okay.
What would you do? What would you do in episode 1?
All right. You will have my answer on that today.
Now, it's 3 episodes. All of them are uniquely different. I would love for you to watch all of them because they all got a twist to them. Okay. But that one specifically, I would like to know your point of view because you're a minister, you love God. Things ain't always black and white though.
Things ain't always black and white.
So you watch Decisions Are Never Black and White. Coach Ken Canion, executive producer. I'm actually in it. My wife's in episode 2.
Okay, go Karen. It's your birthday. All right, we're gonna turn up. Everybody, make sure y'all go and watch Decisions. And this is the official trailer that's all over social media. But I want to make sure you know that our very own Coach Ken Canion is the producer of this, right?
Yes.
And so I'm super excited. And hey, everybody, check out at least episode 1 since I've been given a challenge to give my feedback and what I would do from a pastoral, I guess, perspective.
Not from a pastoral. Well, both from a pastoral and a person in that relationship. Both. Yeah, I'd love to have both of your. Yes. Yes, I would love to hear both of your
Oh
opinions.
Lord.
I
Okay.
would love both of them.
So y'all gonna be seeing some feedback from me. I don't usually get involved in this drama and controversy, but I can tell you because I know if I'm looking at it and Ken is putting me on the spot, then that means it's something to it. It's a plot twist.
Oh yeah. It's a twist on that. Yeah. Twist.
Okay, so I will give my feedback only if you all commit to also giving your feedback. So y'all don't leave me on an island by myself. Somebody put it in the comments. Kim, I'm gonna give my feedback too. All right.
Yeah. Yes. Suzette says she have to watch again. She enjoyed the movie.
Oh, yeah. I see you, Suzette. It says it is really interesting. Nisi said as well. Y'all keep your comments coming throughout today's episode. I see you over there on Instagram and different places as well. And then also, I know we're new to WDRB Media as well, a nationally syndicated radio station. So I'm sure you all are going to have feedback on that platform too. Listen, today we're talking about when your love life needs a makeover. And for those of you that already follow Coach Ken Canion, you may know about him already, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more about him. He's a relationship coach, communications expert, and star of MTV's Unfaithful, Caught in the Act. And he has 10 best-selling books in relationship and personal growth. You name it, he approaches his cutting-edge psychology, real-world experiences, and a touch of tough love all together. So I'm really excited to have you back here as our expert here on the Kim Jacobs Show.
Thank you, Kim. If I didn't know you, I'm like, who's that? Who you talking about?
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the husband of this man that's been married for now, 24 years?
Hey, look, me and we don't look nothing like that. We was swole back then. Both of us. So you ever see? I don't know if you've seen my wife. She's lost 150 pounds.
I see Karen. I don't be playing.
There he is.
I see y'all. God see y'all. The whole world see y'all. So I got it back here backstage. Don't play around. I see Karen stepping out.
She's doing her thing. I'm so proud of her. I'm super proud of her.
I am so proud of both of you. Very proud.
And so Karen is going to, I ain't gonna say, she would be mad if I said, I ain't gonna say.
She'll be like, did I tell, because you know she's real candid, talking about candid conversation. She gonna be saying like, did I tell you to tell somebody that?
No, I ain't gonna say that.
You better keep your brownie points at home. You know better.
I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna let her reveal it first. All right.
Okay, so let's stick to our topic today, which is when love needs a makeover. Now, we don't need you and Karen to need a makeover at the end of this session.
I told her, she leave me, where we going?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I said, if she was to never leave me, where we going? Because I'm going too.
That's right. I love that. If you leave me, where are we going? Somebody need to type that. That's a note right there for any couples, especially right now when we're getting prepared over the holiday season. A lot of times people have breakups and temporary breakups, all because now we're in the holiday season. It doesn't have to be the case if you're listening to today's episode with Coach Ken Canion. How does someone even know, Ken, from your perspective, that their love life really does need a makeover?
So that's a very good question. So here's the thing. I'm a very practical person, and I like to relate everything to practicality. How do we know we need a physical makeover? How do we need to know we need a car makeover? How do we know when now think about it like this? When the thing that we have purchased, have joined with someone to do a particular thing, to be a particular thing, when that thing ceases to be the thing that it was when we bought it, it needs a makeover. Now, so think about it like this. If your car starts running bad because the oil needs changing, that's part of a makeover. Mm-hmm. A makeover is not what we think it is. It is not some grand thing. Makeovers are those small things that we do to rejuvenate something. The small things that we do to make something new again. It's kind of like, I told my wife the other day, I need to take these shoes up to my guy to put a new sole on them, to shine them up or whatever. Yeah. And when I got them back, I said, they look like new. They got a makeover. But it was only all he did was a small thing. So what we have to stop doing is believe that we have to do these grand gestures to get a makeover, if you will. And sometimes, Kim, a makeover is us going for a walk once a week or twice a week, because we used to do that. And it used to serve a purpose inside the relationship.
Good.
And so the things that we do or we used to do, or even new things
Right.
that serve a specific purpose, then that's part of the makeover. Just like lipstick serves a particular purpose on my wife when she got all these different colors, or lip gloss. They serve a specific purpose, but they're small, but they're part of the overall makeover when she goes somewhere. And so that's what I got. That's what I get, people. I'm somebody, listen, y'all. And that's if you're in a relationship. Sometimes we need a love makeover and we're not in a relationship, but we want to make ourselves over to be in a relationship, and making ourselves over is not just physical. No. Sometimes it's emotional and mental and psychological, but little things that we can do to help us to evolve to a better place is what a makeover is.
That is so, you preached a sermon right there, because at the end of the day, sometimes we need to make over ourselves, not even about a love situation. Like you said, doing a walk, just doing some stuff, make the lipstick and the different colors and changing some things up, whatever, the soles of your shoes. That's some good examples, Coach Ken.
Yeah, it was. And I was thinking to myself, dog, I like these shoes, but I like them, but they're not what they used to be because they've been worn. Just like we've been in a relationship a while. We've been together a while. And you know what? And the shoes have been worn because of the relationship. The shoes are worn because I've been wearing them. And so I like the shoes. I'm not going to discard them. So let me do something to enhance them.
That's good.
And what we have to do, a makeover, is what is it that we can do to enhance ourselves, enhance a relationship that makes it new again.
Well, this is really good, Coach Ken, because what I'm thinking is, if we know, like you came to the realization that a makeover was necessary in those instances, I wonder what are some of the early signs that people overlook that a makeover is even necessary? Because I think people just be like, whoop, do, and keep going. They don't even catch it.
They catch it. People know it. What happens is they choose to ignore it. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
When your car, you have driven your car, and your check engine light came on.
Yes.
Right? And more than likely, you didn't go right away to the auto place, unless you different than most folk. Most folk.
Can you talking about me right now? This week, Ken. you in my car right now.
And so what do? We keep driving with the check engine light on. Now we know that the check engine light didn't just come on. We know it didn't just come on. We know there is something that needs to be checked out, something that needs to be fixed, tweaked, whatever. Same way with the relationship. And what happens is, with the driving of the car, we get complacent.
Right.
And so we keep driving it because it hasn't broken down yet. And so when we keep driving it, hadn't broken down yet. And so once it's driving, we good because I'm still going. How many times in a relationship, because we still in a relationship,
right?
We still married, or we still in a relationship, but we know the check engine light is on. We know the relationship needs a relationship diagnostic. The relationship diagnostic. Me and my wife wrote about this in our book, The Canyon Culture During COVID. And what we wrote was that how do we, and I talked about the check. I use the car when the check engine light comes on. And the only time we take it sometimes is when the car actually breaks down.
That's
and then
correct.
we have to get it towed.
People, right?
We have to get it towed. And so just like the relationship,
Mm-hmm.
is when you ever notice how people, all this stuff been going on for the longest, all of a sudden they're like, well, I'm leaving, I filed for divorce. What? You filed for divorce? Why?
Why?
Because all along the check engine light has been on.
That's
It's
right.
been going on. But what did we do? We disregarded it.
Ignored it.
And we didn't fix the things in the relationship that needed to be fixed.
This is
And
crazy.
so
This is crazy.
that's
So paying attention to the check engine light and
yeah,
doing something about it when you start seeing when you initially start seeing it, so that when it
right.
breaks
You
down,
stop communicating as
don't have
much. You know you don't go out to dinner as much. You know your sex life ain't as good. I mean, you know you married and you know you all are not doing the things that you used to. You know the check engine light is on. You know you're arguing in a different way. You're not resolving your conflict. You're not, and then when you do resolve it, it's everybody walk away and let's just get over it and forget it. But we never address the issues that caused it. That's all of those are the check engine lights.
That's the check engine light. Y'all, I hope y'all are learning something already. And if you have questions and thoughts about anything, feel free. You can always definitely stay connected with Coach Ken Canion. You can email him at kencanion@gmail.com. He's real busy right now, y'all. So I don't know if he'll respond to everything, but I can tell you.
I respond. I'm busy, but I respond. You know, Kim, I'm up now at about 4:30 every morning now.
Okay.
And I get up intentionally because I'm sleepy. I work out every morning, but I get up because it's the time when I have decided that I need to make over some things in my life. And making over means that I want to enhance my life.
Right.
I want to grow. So I get up now. And I study, and I'm studying something, and then I pray, and I'm like, God, I said the other day, I said, I get to do the work that I do. Now think about what I just said. A lot of people say I have to go to work. No, I get to go to work. I get to help people. I get to be on the Kim Jacobs show. I get to be on MTV. I get to produce. I said, God, I am grateful. I said, if I could look at things and say, oh, we're not growing as fast as I would like, but I choose not to focus on that. I'm focusing on the things I get to do. I get to do this. You know what?
I'm typing. I'm over here typing some of the stuff you're saying because I think it's just so noteworthy and something that people, even if they're listening or replaying any aspect of this, I get to do these things. That's a very different way of looking at life, because when we get the opportunity to be in a relationship, we get the opportunity to go on a journey in life with somebody else. That's a blessing.
It is. And see, what we focused on in this world of instant gratification, what we focus on what's wrong. If I don't get something 100% right, I only focus on what's wrong. And what happens is that which you focus on magnifies. So you could do 10 things right, 9 things right, and you do one thing wrong. How many? And it's human nature. What do you focus on? You focus on the thing that you did wrong.
Yes, right.
It's how human behavior works. Unfortunately, as you said, unfortunately,
we said it at the same time. Unfortunately, it's so unfortunate.
It is. It is unfortunate, but I choose, and I'm not just a coach. I tell all my students, I'm a student too. I mean, I got 2 coaches right now, and because I am attempting to do something that I have never tried to do. And I realize that I need someone to help me. And so I've decided, look, I got one life. I'm going to live it to the fullest. You know?
That's good. That's good. I think this is a good place just to interject that I have a training that I offer people, and it's a group training that teaches people how to start your own virtual talk shows from scratch. And so my next training is coming up December 9th is when we'll be kicking the next one off. And we actually have 3 seats still left for that class. And it's an opportunity to go on a 6-week journey to learn how to create your own show that's audio. It's also network ready, because some of the contacts that I have through with CTR Media Network, I'll connect you to that source, which is Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, and be able to connect you to have a television network ready program as well. And then also it is social media ready. And I'll also connect you with my nationally syndicated radio show networks as well, WDRB Media. So it's a wonderful opportunity for you to learn the technical pieces of the training as well. And that's sometimes where people really get hung up. They don't know how to work all of these buttons. You're over here by yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I go to commercial? How do I do these things? All of that's included in the training for the 6-week time frame. And you don't even have to have the name of your show, because we'll help you even create that. So if you're interested, you can go to you can call 704-944-3534, or you can email kimjacobsshow@gmail.com, and that email will come to us to be able to determine if we're a good fit.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Y'all go and get your show. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. There will never. And you know, I was thinking about this. You know, the Bible says, whatever you do, whatever you put your hand to do it with all your might. But the other part of it, he says, because the only thing waiting for you after this is the grave. That's the other part of that scripture. And so here's the thing. I have decided, Kim, whatever it is, and all my people, see, in my academy right now, I'm telling people, forget all this relationship stuff. That stuff gonna come too. I said, whatever you do, whether it's relationship, you want a new job, you want to go back to school. One of my students, I love her. She has some physical challenges, disabilities, and she was in a car accident. And she called me the other day. She said, Coach Ken, because of you, I have decided that I am going to be a dental hygienist. Because in all her life, they told her after the record, somebody gonna take care of you. And then I told her when she got with me, I said, no, not so. I said, and then she ended up moving away from her parents on her own. And now she was like, I can do this. I did this. And she said, now I am going to be a dental hygienist. And what she didn't realize is she didn't know. And I said, you don't know what you don't know.
Period.
She went out and found out there is a program that teaches people who may have physical challenges like her to become a dental hygienist.
So there's always a solution, but you don't even know until you start even pursuing the possibility, pursuing just the basic possibility of it even happening. And then there's a whole group of people that's in a very similar situation to her, and it's going to make her life so much easier.
Yes.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's amazing because we like I said, we don't know what we don't know. Mm-hmm. But the only way you know it is Kim didn't know how to run a show till she knew.
Not at all.
Know till she knew. And see, here's the thing. What your coaching program is going to teach them what they don't know, because they don't know what they don't know. Mm-hmm. They don't know what they need to know. And so that is the reason why, if you ever wanted to get into this content creation, creating your own show, they need to join your class. That is why I got 2 coaches. I'm not playing with this. And I'm not playing. I met one of my coaches, my new coaches. I met him at 4:30 in the morning. See, I was scrolling looking for a coach because I was like, I want to do this thing. This is a big thing. It is a big thing. So I need someone who can show me how to get there. Right. And I was up at 4:30 and all I was doing, and I saw him and I typed in what I wanted, because you know, with AI, Google, all that, it's out there. You can find it. And so what I said, and I looked in this group and I said, a brother doing this. And guess what? I text him and he was up. And I was like, I was like, can we talk at 4:45 in the morning? Because he was up aligned with me, the same vision. He doing the same thing I'm doing. That's meaning good. He's growing too. And I said, let me say this to y'all. God has already put the ram in the bush for you. Already. The problem is you scared that the ram ain't gonna be there.
Wow.
You scared that the ram ain't gonna be there. But he already knows he's gonna put the ram in the bush, but you got to take the first step. He ain't gonna show you the ram first. He ain't gonna show you the ram first. What did Abraham have to do? He had to go up there.
You better believe it.
He had to go up there and get ready to do what he was about to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ram appeared.
He was going to go forward and go through with it.
He was going to go through with it. The people who are going to help you are going to help you while you're on the path. Yeah. They're not going to help you before you get on the path. That ain't the way God works.
Wow.
Because God said faith without works is dead. So you know what? You got to go, even in relationships. Sometimes we got to take the first step.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to speak to the person. You see a person over there, you think they're attractive or whatever, but you won't take the first step and just say, hey, or smile. You just feel like, I'm going to still be mean mugging.
You dropping some knowledge on this episode, and I know I didn't mean for you to have to do an infomercial for people taking my training, but it just
take your training. Ain't no infomercial. That's for real. They need to take your training. They need to take it. Anybody out there who wants to do what she does, then you need to get, because you don't, like I said, you don't know what you don't know, and that's why she's here. You know what? But look, you got to take the first step, though. What God said, and for some of y'all, Kim is going to be your ram in the bush, because you've been wanting to do this thing. And how do you know? How do you know it's the thing from God? I always tell people, it's the thing that you think about when ain't nobody around. It's the thing that you think about when you're driving in your car, but it won't release. You can't let it go, and then you stop thinking about it, then it come back to you. That's how you know. How you know.
That's good. This is good. All right, listen, we're gonna go. That was our commercial break, okay, y'all?
Was it?
That was the commercial break. So make sure y'all take the training. I have three more seats available, and you can go ahead and just reach out at 704-944-3534, or you can email kimjacobshow@gmail.com. Everything I've learned by being with PBS in the past and the Word Network, filming at the old Jim and Tammy Faye Baker studio, the Praise the Lord studio, you name it, I'm going to pour it into you in that 6-week training, and you'll be ready to go. Okay. All right. So Ken, what is something that couples need to start doing and something that couples need to stop doing immediately so that they're not having to constantly be in makeover mode?
Number one, they need to start doing. They need to start having relationship diagnostics. Now, you might say, Coach Ken, what is that? So let me put it in layman terms what me and my wife did. So many of you don't know, but 17 years ago, my wife and I we were headed for divorce court. All right, 17 years ago. And once we came out of this and we repaired our relationship, restored it, we came up with a thing where we do what we call relationship diagnostics.
Okay.
And these relationship diagnostics are one time a year. And I would tell people to do them more often. I mean, once a quarter or whatever. But we do it one time a year now because we've been doing it a while. But one time a year where we get together, and what we say is, and here's how it works. We tell each other what we've been doing good in the relationship.
Okay.
And then what we say is, we each of us say, is there one thing? We only say one thing that I can improve upon.
Okay.
And so, and what we do is, and then she, one of the things my wife said, and at first I was hoping she wasn't gonna say nothing.
Now, y'all, for y'all that are just tuning in, he been married for 24 years, right? And still choosing each other. They were heading to divorce court and all of that stuff, but they decided to stay together. Now, during the relationship diagnostic period.
Remember what I said about the do you remember what I said about the car? That's where it came from. That's where it came from when the check engine light comes on.
Okay.
And
so what's the one thing?
Huh?
What was the one thing she said? Fix.
She said, I wish that you would not work so late and spending all the time with your clients and come to the room, so we can spend some time together in the evening. She said not every evening, but and so I worked on that. And I've gotten better. So I cut off. I don't take any clients. No clients late now. No clients. I don't take any clients after 8 p.m. Unless it's an emergency, which she understands. We talked about that because that was the parameter. So it's an emergency, I could do it, but after 8, I don't do it.
That's good. And so what that allows for, and it's because I know we don't need to know all your bedroom talk, but what that allows for is some time for you all to reconnect, talk about
time for me to slap her around and do what we're gonna do. I mean, let's not act like, look, y'all, we are sexual beings. Everybody, these women in church acting like, I don't want, you better start. My wife would tell
I don't think anybody, let me speak for every single woman in the church, and for sure, married or single, I'm sure I represent the fact that all women want to have some level of intimacy with their person. Okay. So we know that. That's a given.
No, we don't know that.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I'm a relationship coach. See, Kim, you're making an assumption.
Okay.
I'm not making an assumption. There are people who are in sexless relationships, married couples who are in sexless relationships.
Okay.
Make no mistake about it. I don't want you to even think that that's the case.
Okay.
And so I want you to think, and so what's happened, it's not just the sex. Sometimes it's physical. So with men and women, sometimes it's psychological or emotional, but we have to endeavor to find out the thing that is preventing the connection. It is like electrician. I'm good on analogies today. It is like an electrician and your light won't come on, but the wire's not connected. And so you have to come in and have someone to diagnose the wiring.
Good.
So it needed to be connected here.
Okay.
That's why I tell people you need coaching therapy. And so the cool thing is, but most people will be like, and a lot of brothers that I coach, now I'm coaching a lot of men now. At first they were like, well, I don't need to tell nobody else my business.
Right.
I was like, well, you tell the doctor your business.
Right.
You tell the doctor your business. They run it, you pull your pants down and cough. All right. And so what happens is because of the pride, we figure I don't want nobody else to know. But the thing is, that's why men, they relate to me, because I've been through it. Where I almost lost my marriage. I ain't want to tell nobody. I figure I'll figure this out, because a lot of men be like, I got this. I'm going to figure it out. Although you don't have the tools, many women either. We've never been taught the strategies, techniques, or the tools to be better in this. And why is it that relationships are the only thing, Kim, that we think should just work because we feel a certain way? They should just work because I love you.
Wow. That's good. This is good. I want to share this comment that came in from Jayla Ford. Says, yes, there are a lot of loveless marriages out there. And Jayla says that I assumed a friend of mine had a great marriage, and he revealed that it was barren. No sex in 10 years. I was shocked.
Whoa. That is crazy. But here's the thing. That is not unusual. You just don't know about it. I know about it because I'm coaching people. Because by the time they get to me, it's kind of like, it's been going on. Right. And sometimes by the time you get to me, it's in stage 4. And, the thing that I tell people, and this is one thing, I rarely tell people to walk away from each other. Almost never. Right. Because I feel like God has gifted me to fix and restore almost any relationship. If there are 2 factors involved, number 1, both parties want to fix it, and number 2, both parties are willing to do the work to fix it. Those are the only 2 prerequisites. I don't care what you did. But anyway,
that's good. That's good.
But a lot of people, by the time they get to me, they have checked out. They are so disconnected
Yes.
that they're so disconnected that they no longer have the desire to fix it.
That's the key. That's the key. They don't have the desire to fix it. And the other thing is, one person may be willing to try to fix it, but the other person is, like you said, they've checked out. They've said, okay, it's too far gone. And then they move on about their business.
Yeah, that's why I said both parties have to want to fix it.
Yeah.
And then both parties have to want to do the work to fix it. The rest of that we can figure out.
And then I notice, and you can tell me, because I don't know how this works, why people lie. I've heard so many stories from couples where the husband is like, oh, we don't have sex and we don't do this and we don't do that, because they're out doing whatever they want to do with other people. But then the wife is like, what? We have sex often. What are you talking about? So it's like, where is that disconnect, and why is the lying happening for different couples that are out there? I've heard this a lot of times. And when you check in, it's like one person's flat out lying about it, but I don't understand the psychology behind why.
They may not see it as lying.
Oh.
They may, because think about it, two people can look at the same glass and see different things.
Interesting.
You ever seen two people can look at a painting and see very different things?
Yes.
And so people can look at a relationship and say, we're not having sex, but to them, from their perception, their purview, we're not. The other person is like, we have sex once a week. And the other person might be like, we do, but that's not, because their vantage point is having sex 2-3 times a week is normal. See, it's all about the perception of the parties looking at it.
Okay. I'm glad y'all listen. I'm so glad that we have Coach Ken Canion here, because he is dropping some knowledge on when love needs a makeover. And like he said, it may just be a little tweaking, an adjustment. It might be a new sole on the shoe that needs to be put in. If your car engine light is on, go ahead and get it fixed right away. It's a lot of solutions if we catch it early on, is what he's saying. I see you, Kim, saying it's interesting philosophy.
Thank you, Kim. So that's appreciate that.
Julie said, nice man.
But so when you say that someone is lying, be careful about the word choice, because from their perspective, they aren't lying.
Okay.
It's their perspective. Because listen, what we are talking about things that are subjective. You know what? We're not talking about things that are objective. These are subjective because it's based on how I view it.
That's right.
That's what I would say.
I love that. I love that as well. So how do you feel couples should actually approach the relationship when we're talking about couples needing a makeover, whenever there has been damage or hurt or disappointment, emotional distance, whatever the case may be? How do you recommend?
So which party? I mean, are you okay? Well, it doesn't matter. Let me
just take any part you want.
If I was the person who was offended,
okay,
who was offended, my first thing is I cannot let down my barrier, my walls, unless the offense is dealt with.
Okay.
As long as you say, put it under the rug. As long as you say, let's move on, just get over it. What you're telling me is that what I feel does not matter. What I feel is irrelevant.
Oh, that's right.
And so if the person who offended me, and this is why even on the TV show that I'm on, when I tell them, if you're unwilling to deal with the offense, the other person ain't gonna never get over it. They might not mention it.
Right.
They may not mention it, but they ain't gonna get over it.
Okay.
What I say.
Okay.
Because there will always be silent resentment towards you. Now, when somebody now Kim, you know people who have been through this, and the other person never restored the relationship. And because they never restored the relationship, the other person either silently or openly resents them. that is the reason why I tell people, go back and say this. This is what you do. Watch.
Okay.
Let me show you how to fix this. Go back to the person. Number one, step one. I'm going to show you how to communicate.
Y'all, come on now. Y'all better capture these notes. Step one. Come on.
Step one. If you want to get a person to move past where they are in a relationship, here's what you do. Step one. You go to the person and you validate their feelings.
Okay.
You have a right to feel what you feel. You have a right to feel what you feel.
Okay.
All right. Validate. Number two, apologize and take accountability without deflection, without blaming. So when you say, you know what, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I was wrong. I take full accountability and I am sorry. And here's the thing, when you take accountability for their emotions too. I apologize for speaking to you that way. And I take full accountability for causing you to feel unheard, to feel disrespected. Here's the thing, the human psyche, the way the brain works. If you don't apologize and take full accountability, the resentment remains because the other person's subconscious programming says you just apologize because you want to get over it. You want to move forward. Okay. And so when you apologize and take full accountability for the other person's emotions, then the third thing you do is say this. Now watch this. This is what's going to take them over the top.
Come on.
You say, I want to fix it. What can we do and what can I do to restore our relationship?
What can we do?
What can we do together? And then what can I do to restore the relationship? Wow. The reason why I say what can we do to solve this is because now it becomes a collaborative effort in the resolution. We both come up with it. And then when I say what can I do, what steps do I need to make to start the resolution?
Okay.
Do I need to let you see my phone everywhere I go? Okay, here you go. And be willing to do, here's the part, and be willing to do what they ask. And stop asking how long, as long as it takes, because everybody handles grief and betrayal differently. Everybody handles argument. It don't have to be grief, it don't have to be cheating, it can be anything. Everybody handles processing emotions differently.
You cannot take this long to come back on the Kim Jacobs Show. Do you know how many couples are missing out on this good quality information? This right here is so necessary. You done came back with my voice all hoarse and everything. I'm like, I don't care if that's the date Kim can go live. We going live.
Hey, look, I'll come back anytime. You know what? I will come back anytime. Probably every 6 weeks we can do it, something like that. You know, I think that would be good.
That's okay. I'm gonna book you out every 6 weeks. We're not even gonna. You see, I got my pen on my head taking my notes right now. My to-dos are to give feedback on episode number 1. I want to make sure I recap what I'm supposed to be doing over here.
And look, and tell Sean, and ask Sean what would she do on episode 3, 1 and 3. I'm gonna ask Sean about the third one. And but just for you, because I don't want to put you through too much trauma. You just do one. Now, if you want to watch all of them, watch them all.
Okay. Oh, it's real traumatic. Some of them. Oh Lord.
No. These are interesting.
Okay. Y'all, he's talking about decisions. He's actually the producer.
Black and white. The thing is, now, Kim, episode 1 comes on a little graphically, but it's only for about 10 seconds. Get past that. It's gonna get your attention, but it's real. And episode 1, when it comes on, that is necessary to see when you see the rest of it.
Well, I'm not on an island by myself, y'all. I told y'all as my viewers that y'all are going to give your feedback too. He wants my feedback from a pastoral perspective and from just a overall theory of what I would do.
A woman who's looking to find her person. No, yeah.
Oh, Okay. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, that's probably a good place to put this in. Ken is going to be doing some things, right? And I told him, Ken, help a sister out, right? So I have to trust the person that.
Okay. I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing, Kim. I saw it last night for the
Okay.
first time. And I began thinking about it. So it's a new phenomenon. It's only in New York, I think. I'm
Okay.
going to reach out to them. Here's what they do. They invite people come. And let's say they have a PowerPoint presentation, a stage, where I or Sean goes up and they're men and artists and sells the men on you. So it's like a PowerPoint. Kim's great because this and that. And it's like it was so interesting. And she stands up and she gives a presentation about her friend, her bestie. And she says, this is why she should be dating one of you out there. I was like,
oh God, I feel like I'm on an auction block. I don't know.
Your friend knows you better than anybody. I mean,
Oh,
so I'm asking, maybe not you. These are Gen Zers and millennials are doing this company, a young company. And I was like, would that work? I wanted to see. I said, that's kind of different though.
And wait, I'm just standing there.
No, you're not even Kim, you're not even there. You might be backstage or somewhere like that, Kim, did you get stuck? Oh, I think Kim got stuck. She'll come back. Hello. This is what happens, y'all, live to here. So this is Ken at the Kim Jacobs Show. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. And while Kim right now is working on the technical difficulties, I'd like to welcome you. And I want you to come every day, Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. And we are here at the Kim Jacobs Show. We appreciate you. And listen, I have a new class coming up. Oh.
That's funny. I was actually getting ready to stand up and I disconnected the cords and everything. I was like, because all I can think about is what you're saying. I was moving back. So what I was going to say is I'm supposed to be standing up like this. Like
no. You're not there. You're not there. You're either in the backstage. No, you're not there. She has pictures of you. She has stuff you've done that's fun, maybe a video on a screen or something. It is crazy. And I was like, I mean, it's different. Maybe not for you. But here's why they started this company. Okay. They started the company because people are just over. They said, we're over these apps, the relationship apps, the dating apps. And so what they decided to do was, this was a new approach to dating.
Okay. Oh, actually, that's funny. I don't know what that symbol is, but Kim.
That's just the laughing, like crying, laughing,
Oh, okay, the emoji. Oh, yeah, she cracking up because she goes to my church. So she's like, oh, she probably like arrange it secretly. Yeah, Ken, let's make it happen. We're gonna do it for our pastor.
What do y'all think about that? Because I mean, I was just wondering, Kim, because I thought about it about a good 30 minutes. But they said if you want to host an event, call, but I don't really have the time right now. I got making movies. I'm on a TV show. I'm coaching. I don't know. But
y'all in the comment section, tell us your thoughts. Do you think that's something that would be pretty cool to be able to advertise and promote your friend? They're not there, but it gives people a chance to get to know them and why they would be a great catch per se. I believe wholeheartedly that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. But I also believe that
understand.
That's what I say. I also believe you can be found anywhere. You don't have to be found in one specific area. You can be found in what Coach Ken is saying, just being put out in different scenarios and seeing what God is going to do for that situation.
I kind of liked it. I mean, I thought it was different. I mean, would I do it? No. Would I bring it to the area? No, I don't think so. But I'm always, and let me just say this. I'm always looking for innovative ways to either because I only have two goals, either put people together or keep them together. That's it. So
Put people together or keep them together. You're definitely salting the earth by using your gifts and your talents. And you and Karen together are a good example to show couples that could have been down and out and over with, but now 24 years later, standing strong. So I know you really focus a lot on the male perspective for women, but what do women misunderstand most about how men love and communicate? Because I think there's a disconnection there, Coach Ken.
I think there's a disconnection because of what? Because of our expectations. And I think from women's perspective, men, and what I'm going to say is probably going to trigger some people.
Okay.
Men have been taught not to communicate.
Mm.
We have been conditioned not to communicate. Allow me to explain.
Okay.
When a 7-year-old little boy is hurting, what do we tell him?
Right.
Suck it up. Suck it up. Be tough. And so what that little boy realizes is that if I show emotion other than anger, I'm weak, right? And then that little boy grows up to be a teenager, and he's feeling guilt, shame. He's feeling all of these things, but he doesn't know how to process his emotion because he was taught as a young person that by auntie, uncle, he was taught by everybody not to show your emotions. Showing your emotions are weak. And so he grows up to be an adult. Now he's in a relationship, and the woman he's with was taught to share her feelings.
Right.
And then he doesn't know how. He's never been told. And she said, he just don't communicate. Hey, do you see the problem?
Yes, I do.
And so the way, what I'm about to say is going to ruffle people's feathers.
Wait. Okay, because wait. Anytime you get ready to do this, we got to do some little extra stuff. You can't just be saying stuff. Come on now, say it, please.
You have to train, coach, and teach your man how to communicate with you. You don't expect, because think about it like this. Y'all just expect him because they say, I've heard women say things he should know. He should know by the time he get to me, or he should have been raised better. I said, well, the truth is, all of us are raised differently. All of us have different mindset, different points of view. And here's the thing. There is no manual that tells Ken how to love Karen. Karen got to teach Ken how to love her. Ken got to teach Karen how to love him. And see, the thing is, there is no manual that comes with that. And so what it is because we don't want to do any work, because we want the other person to do the work, what we do is we just say it's their fault when they don't know how. And that's the problem.
That's good. That's good. And then I even want to go a step further with that, because what we talked about just then is from the men's perspective, but the same applies to how can men better understand the needs of the needs of the women, because
all of it starts at communication. Okay. So remember when I told you I started this app software, and I used to call it the Pocket Communication Coach, but I changed it to AskCoachKen.com. And it is so profound. We have worked on it even better. It's almost really like talking to me. So when you ask it a question, you say, I want to communicate with my son about something. What would Coach Ken say? And then I would say, okay, here's what you just type in, or you say what it is you want to communicate with your son. And it's going to tell you based on how I would tell you to say it. You should say it like this. And the reason why I say it starts with communication is because most of us are unwilling to say what it is in a way that the other person can receive it.
That's good. My God.
So
well, here, I pulled that up because I want you all to know that there is I think it's like a 14-day free trial here.
Where'd you see that?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It just says start free trial. I just signed up for a 14-day free trial. 24
hours. Hey, scroll up, Kim. Scroll up. Hey, watch it. Can you play that video? It's like
I sure can. Let me say that. Let me go back. I just signed up for a free trial on something else that was 14 days. This is not the case here.
I'm not doing that. We did it for a long. No, I give you 24 hours. If you don't want to communicate better, then that 24 hours, you can use it in that 24 hours and you can see how great it is.
Okay, we're going to play this. What is Ask Coach Ken? Because you don't have to have any more misunderstandings, any conflict. You can deal with a lot of building deeper connections. Let's listen to what it says.
Communication is the heartbeat of every type of relationship. Sometimes finding the right words to get your message across effectively can be challenging. Imagine if you could communicate the exact message you want to say every single time. Whether you are dating, in a relationship, at the workplace, or communicating with family and friends, finding the right words and right tone is critical to developing and maintaining positive relationships. That's where we come in. Introducing Ask Coach Ken, the AI-powered communication tool designed by world-renowned communication coaches to help you express yourself clearly and effectively. Whether it's a sensitive issue, heartfelt apology, a thoughtful compliment, or a professional email, Ask Coach Ken guides you to say the right thing in the right way every time. From dating and marriage to friendships and the workplace, Ask Coach Ken strengthens connections by fostering understanding and empathy. It's like having a communication coach in your pocket.
Wow. Let me go back over here to us, because guess what? You can't get any better than that. To have a communication tool right in your pocket.
Yeah. Right. And that's what it's like, because I realized the number one reason that relationships fail, number one reason, is because of uncommunicated expectation and needs. A person had a need, you didn't tell them. A person had an expectation, you never shared it. And what happens when you don't share it, the other person harbors it, frustration sets in, anger, bitterness, and ultimately resentment. So I try to get them before it gets to all that.
That's good. So that's going to help couples be able to do the daily work. If you have that pocket communication guide right there, you don't have any excuses. You can even go right to the source and not have to wait for counseling to occur before you can get a solution.
So you don't mess it up. So you don't say nothing crazy before, so it won't get to counseling.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is okay. Now, what we talked a lot about couples. What about singles out here that are, what can they even do to give themselves a makeover even before entering a relationship? Because then they're prepared.
Easy. I always tell people, become the thing you want to attract. If you want to attract someone who communicates better, start finding ways. Get Ask Coach Ken, hire you coach to become a better communicator. If you want a person that's into health, start being healthy yourself. Start doing the health practices, whatever it is. And why? So because you will begin attracting people based on not what you want, but who you are. Because when you start doing these things, it becomes a part of who you are, and you will begin attracting people who resonate with your core value system.
Well, you just dropped so much knowledge, and I think this could be more of a series to keep going on and on, because of some great information that's being shared. What's something that you think people can start doing today to just kick things into a better direction for their relationship in their lives when it comes to a makeover?
I would say, number one, change your mindset. I got a class coming up. It's called the Identity Transformation. Your identity transformation. And if you go to my bio, you can click it. I'm going to do, in my academy, I'm going to do 4 Sundays. I am going to show people how to change their mindset about themselves. Because everybody has a picture. And what I told them the other day is simply this. We have a thing, there's a thing called your self-concept. We all have a concept of who we are. And whether people know it or not, many of our self-concepts are skewed. I am going to help you change your self-concept in what we're doing. And go to my link tree, join at 4 Sundays. I'm in my academy. It's gonna be revolutionary. I'm doing it before the new year.
Okay.
before. No. It's not there. It's on my link tree in my bios and all my social medias.
Okay.
And what it is it is it is going to help you change how you view yourself. And once you change how you view yourself, the outcomes will change. Your outcomes.
So everywhere on any of the social media pages where you can find Coach Ken Canion, he's all over the place on Instagram, Facebook, you name it, TikTok, he's everywhere. But in his link tree, you'll find at Coach Ken Canion, the link.
Yeah, it'll be in my bio. You look on my link tree and it'll say your identity transformations, $47. $10 a week. And I'm for 4 weeks, or like $11 a week, whatever it is. It ain't much. But now it's time to invest in you. And so that's what we're doing.
That's real good. And I'm just going right here to your Instagram so I can grab the link.
Yeah, grab the link. Yeah, grab you
I'd rather put the link here for people. Okay, I see it right here. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm also going to go to it so people can see. I like to show a visual of what's happening here, so you can know exactly what you're looking for. Hold on, huh?
You the expert at this.
That's funny. Until I get ready to stand up and knock my own self off the line. Here we go. So here we go. The link tree. This is what it'll look like. I'm going to put it in the comments section.
That's what it looks like. Your identity transformation 4-week coaching intensive.
Now, a lot of people are listening to this on national syndicated radio broadcast as well. So I'm going to go ahead and spell out what's happening. It's Linktree/Coach Ken Canion. Linktree/Coach Ken Canion. And then that's where you can sign up for these 4 sessions. Everything that Coach Ken Canion does, it sells out. It sells out.
Oh yeah, that's true. They do.
So make sure that if you're planning to participate, that you go and reserve your spot. If you're a couple, you're single, you're looking to learn these things, how to go about transforming yourself personally.
Men, women, couples, doesn't matter.
That's good. That's good. So I put it over in the comment section, and I've just also shared it for the audio listeners as well. And Coach Ken, you are coming to Charlotte, North Carolina for an event coming up. Tell us.
This Sunday, I'm gonna be at what's that hotel? Tonight's Conversation. It's I forget where it's gonna be. Go to
Marriott or something.
Yeah, I think it's Tonight's Conversation. Ace Metaphors tour. I was invited to be on stage for that one. There it is, right there.
Yeah, I'm forever finding the flyers now. I know how to do that. So tonight's conversation, the 8:00 event is already sold out. The 4:00 p.m. event is about to be sold out. And if for some reason you're listening to this at a future date, just make sure you stay connected with Coach Ken Canion on all his social media platforms for any upcoming events, because I'll play different episodes different times. So if you're looking to be a part of tonight's conversation with Coach Ken Canion being one of the key lineup speakers, then you can join them by going to Eventbrite and learning more through tonight's conversation. All right. Any closing comment, Coach Ken?
My closing comment is just for you. Thank you, Kim. You're just wonderful. That's all. That is all. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate you for having me when I was small. And that's why I will always be forever grateful. And I will always come back.
Oh, thank you. Y'all stay connected with Coach Ken Canion at Coach Ken Canion. Also, if you have not partnered with the Kim Jacobs Show before, and Coach Ken, you actually have partnered with the Kim Jacobs Show.
I know.
You've sewn into our broadcast, so thank you for doing that as well. But I give you all the opportunity right now to just partner with our program by being one of the community partners. The only way we can bring our broadcast to you as frequently as we do is by having community contributions and donations that will allow us to keep up with all of these subscriptions and things to bring balance and bring that missing piece of the puzzle into your house. You can do that through PayPal at paypal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc. You can do it at Venmo at The Kim Jacobs Show, or you can even Zelle using the number 704-962-7161. We also have a Patreon club as well. So patreon.com/The Kim Jacobs Show. And you can join our Mother Dreamer program. If you're a mom, put your dreams on the back burner and you want to be a part of that movement as well. Any closing comment, Coach Ken?
Just thank you. And I bless all of you all. I wish you a happy holiday season.
Thank you. We'll see you back in a few weeks, right?
Yeah, of course. I told you. We're good. See y'all.
All right, everybody. That's our episode today. Thank you for tuning into this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Have a great day, everybody. Love you, Kim. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you and make it a great day.